Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a little dorm room / apartment decor video. This is something that I'm personally doing in my apartment, but basically it revolves around this kind of trend I've been seeing that is not the most budget friendly, and I decided to try and do my own DIY version of it in order to make it more affordable, and I thought I'd share that with you guys just in case you're interested and want to make it super affordable as well. So I guess I'll start by explaining what exactly this is before I show you the process of doing it. Basically, it is this kind of like mid-century boho inspired wall decor where you have like prints and stuff in picture frames, and there's like several picture frames on your wall. I'll insert a few inspiration pictures that I got off of Pinterest right here. But if you don't know, I go to U of O and I'm going to be living in an apartment next year. So I've just been getting very into like being able to decorate my space and like hang things on my wall. And I'm just like super excited for that. So this was something I really wanted to do from the start because I've seen like YouTube videos where people like have that theme, but I was like, oh, it's so expensive. So basically I am just going to be doing this, but instead of buying prints and wall art, I'm going to paint it or DIY it myself because I generally want like a very minimalist vibe from it. So I'm not going to choose prints, obviously, that are hard to replicate, and I think it just looks better that way in general, so it kind of is a win-win for me. My favorite inspiration picture is this one. I like the color scheme and like simplicity of it the best, so I'm gonna kind of try to do something similar to that. Okay, so basically before you get started, the first thing you're really gonna want to go buy are picture frames. And if you go to like a normal store like Target or something, it'll probably be like $7 to $10 per frame if you're getting like smaller ones, but the bigger you get, the more expensive it's gonna be, and it'll probably be around like $15. So I decided to go to a thrift store near me where they had picture frames, and a lot of thrift stores do, so keep that in mind. Basically when I went into it, I was like, I need a mix of different sizes, different types of frames, because I wanted some gold mixed in with some white and then maybe some like brown frames mixed in. And I made sure that the cheapest frames I got were the ones that I wanted to spray paint white. Keep in mind, if the frame is really ugly, that's probably going to be the one that you're going to want to spray paint. It's more about saving money than it is like finding the perfect picture frame, because you can always change the color if you hate it.
Okay, so right now I'm just kind of laying everything on the ground to kind of get an idea of what looks good. I think I'm going to add one more tiny one here, and then I'm going to get these. Also, I found these ones for super cheap, so that'll be nice. Oh, and also this one's a mirror, and I think I'm going to keep it as a mirror. I am about to start spray painting the frames. I think I decided I'm not going to spray paint the gold ones and a couple of the brown ones, and I'm just going to spray paint the black ones and the ugly brown ones, like the darker brown. But I also just went to the store and I got some paint, and I guess I'll just show you that really quick. So basically I just bought some watercolor paper that I will put in here after I like do all my paintings. I got this semi-gloss white spray paint for the frames, and then I just got some colors that I think I'd use. They were pretty cheap. I think the total for all of this stuff, oh, and I got brushes, but all of this was around $25. So far, and probably all we will spend is around, what was it, $50, which for a bunch of prints and picture frames is super cheap. I'll do a little price comparison at the end, but for all of this stuff, that's very cheap. Okay, it's me editing. I totally forgot to do the price comparison at the end, so I thought I'd just like kind of do a quick little intermission and explain the difference. So a lot of my inspiration also came from looking on Urban Outfitters like home apartment section, and I saw framed prints, and basically I have around 9 prints in my little wall thing. If you were to get 9 framed prints from Urban Outfitters, it would cost $350, and my total was $50, so that's like why I'm trying to emphasize how cheap it is, because $50 might seem like a lot for wall decor, but for what I'm doing, that is super affordable. So just thought I'd insert that there. Okay, so I basically just removed all of like the backing and the glass from every picture frame that I want to spray paint, and I laid out some paper and I'm about to start spray painting. Little tip, lay out paper so you don't make a giant mess. And I'm gonna have my cameraman start filming me doing that. Also, I didn't spray paint all of my picture frames as I've already said, but if you want to, then you totally can. Okay, I just finished spray painting this, and I think I'm gonna let them dry overnight, or maybe for a couple hours, and come out and kind of touch them up. And then I will, in the meantime, kind of figure out designs I want to do.
Okay, and now for the fun part, we're getting into the actual painting. So take those pictures you got inspiration from in the beginning of this and then go back and try and recreate some of them. So I chose super simple ones with like line work or just polka dots and stuff like that. I didn't show the process of me doing all of this. I just kind of tried to get to the different techniques, and like you kind of get the idea. I mean, I'm not going to show you every painting to put in because it's obviously your decision at the end of the day what you want to paint, but here's just some general idea of like what I've been doing. And the paint I use is actually acrylic, and it was like the cheapest acrylic paint I could find, which I like more because it's thicker than like watercolors or something. Also, a key thing is you definitely want to get a black and white acrylic paint because those will make it easier for mixing and changing the shade of the colors that you get. But another thing that I did was I Sharpied over, like, I just did my birthday in Roman numerals. I didn't know what date I wanted to do, but I thought Roman numerals looked cool. So I got my laptop, I typed in Microsoft Word, and then I traced it over my computer screen, and it ended up looking pretty cool. So that's another idea. You don't have to paint everything. And then another thing you can do is print stuff in a printer, like a quote or something. And I printed "Be Here Now." You'll see that in the final result. Yeah, so basically when you're done with this, you just wait for everything to dry, then you put all the glass in and all the picture frames together, and then you can always put in some extra things. I put like a cheap little clock that I got from IKEA mixed in with it, and I might find some other random like gold decor, like tiny decor that I can put on my wall. But yeah, I mean, it's all about that Pinterest look and staying on budget, so you don't have to do that. I hope you found this somewhat helpful. If any of you guys try it, definitely send me a picture. And I'm really enjoying this little trend that's starting because I think it's like super cute and it can be made super affordable for college students like myself. That is all for the video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already. And yeah, that's all. If you have any more questions and I didn't explain something well enough, then like comment down below because I'd be happy to clarify anything. Yeah, bye!